Hello everyone and welcome back to Manaswept Isles. So, today we're going to try to summon some mimics. I've made some keys of light and some keys of night, and we're going to take these chests and put them into the underground areas where you normally find these mimics, and hopefully we will end up summoning all three that we can summon. Actually, before we head there, zip. Forgot to right click on this to get myself an extra summon. And if you can hear anything in the background, it sounds like wind blowing through trees. Sorry, my window's open. It needs to be open. It's cool outside. My room is hot. Alright, here's our first stop. Now, I'm hoping that we actually have underground corruption that will work for this. This is underground corruption. I've killed enemies and gotten cursed flames from it, and you can only get those in the underground corruption area. It's just a question of, will I actually get the corruption mimic, or will I get something completely different? You know, the crimson mimic. Now these guys can be a little bit tough. But hopefully my beetle armor will be able to keep me nice and safe. Nope, the crimson mimic. Well, that makes me kind of disappointed. But hey, I got a couple of things out of it. Life Drain. Drains life from enemies. Uses 9 mana. I assume it heals me while damaging them. Kind of interesting. But still, this is kind of sucky. I was hoping that we would get the corruption chest, but looks like that's not going to happen. I am fine with that, though. Because it's not the corruption one that I really want to have a bunch of anyway. I got a tendon hook. Interesting. Now, the one that's going to be more important to me is going to be the hollow one. And since it looks like you don't need to be in the underground area specific to the chest, I'm probably just going to summon the hollow ones up on the surface where there's more room to fight. Seven defense. Enemies are more likely to target you. I don't know why I would want to have these then. I mean, they don't really give me much benefit, but can I wear them? I might be able to, but they probably take up the same spot as my gloves, and I want to keep my gloves on because I like the look. Anyway, final chest. Ooh, we got a traveling merchant. Gonna have to go check him out. And we got a fetid Bognox. That isn't that bad. Insanely fast speed, eh? Oh, that is insanely fast. Woo! I love it. I wonder what the DPS on this thing is. Let's head back to base. And check out the traveling merchant, because who's up here. Let's see, what do you have? We got some ammo box. Can be placed, reduces ammo usage by 20%. I will actually purchase that. It's a fun thing to have around. Don't bump my mic stand, cat. I don't know if she actually bumped it or not. I'll buy a couple more of these. And I'll sell those, because I have plenty of healing potions. I get so many, I don't know what to do with them all. Also, I got some bacon. Bacon's good. So, let's take a look at the DPS of this. I got a whole bunch of stats over here, because I have these HUD items in my inventory. It took a bit to get all these things. Mainly waiting on the merchant for the other parts of the goblin tech. This one, I actually had to go to different worlds in order to have more pre-hard mode enemies, because the pre-hard mode enemies drop the pieces or you find them in surface chests. And because I looted mostly all the surface chests and there's almost no pre-hard mode enemies, just made sense to go to a different world. Holy crap! That is the highest DPS I've seen so far. It was like 1500 at its peak. Damn, that's a lot of damage. Let's compare it to the charged blaster cannon. Charged blaster cannon does a lot more DPS, but actually it would do a significant amount more because it has penetration power, so it's able to shoot through multiple targets, meaning its DPS probably could get into the 20,000 range, really. Maybe higher. But because you can't aim the blaster cannon after it starts firing, it's not that good of a weapon. You can only aim it when you're doing this, and that does so little damage it's not worth it. Mythical laser machine gun. Yes, I made it mythical. It took forever and a lot of money, but I did it. So in terms of DPS, my sword currently does the least, but it's got penetration power with that. Well, not really penetration power. It's got range power. These come in third place. My laser machine gun in fourth, only because it can't penetrate, and this in first because it has penetration. Alright, now let's see if we can get the weapon I wanted out of the hollow chests. Actually use this on it. Oh, that's so much fun. I got a crystal vial shard. Well, that's nice. It's not the greatest weapon. It's got penetration power, so it's good against segmented enemies, but it could be better. Alright. Why don't I have both sets of twins? Okay. Final key. No, come back here, Mimic. Ah, just another stupid vial shard. Man. How many more souls of light do I have? Not enough. Let me remedy this situation. Alright. I got 4 more made. I had to run to the bathroom quick. So, I have to resummon everything again. Alright. Flying knife. Not really what I wanted. But it's a pretty fun weapon. It's a melee weapon that you just kind of fling around. It's supposed to bounce off walls, but for some reason it's going through the roof here. And it's always zipping back and forth, meaning it can do a pretty good amount of damage. Especially against things that it can penetrate. Alright, let's get the next one out. Strong flying knife. No. Come on. An illuminant hook. That is also not what I want. You son of a gun. Stop giving me crappy weapons. And another vile shard. God darn it. Okay, there's a bow I really would like to get out of all this, and it is not working out for me at all. I have to go grinding for some more gall darn Souls of Light, and it's annoying to get to the Souls of Light because my hollow area is on the other side of this stupid solar thing. Alright, off to grinding I go. Okay, so that was enough Souls of Light for 8 more mimics, and I got 2 Daedalus Stormbows out of it. One of them's godly. Hooray! I did it! But I got 3 more flying knives and 2 more crystal vial shards before I got that, and 1 more illuminant hook. Son of a gun! Why would it be that difficult to get a Daedalus Stormbow? But here's the cool thing with the Daedalus Stormbow that I can finally show you. Just a ton of arrows raining from the sky. It only uses 1 arrow each. And that is pretty wonderful. Because it does how many? Like, I think just 3 arrows at once. So 3 arrows shot per arrow shot. And it comes from the sky, meaning it's pretty difficult to dodge unless you're underground. Which, if you're underground, then it's not going to help at all. Now, one thing I'm wondering, how is the DPS of this? Very difficult to measure because it covers such a wide area that it's missing most of the time on the dummy. But it's a good weapon to have during an event, such as a blood moon, an eclipse, frost moon, pumpkin moon, or the celestial events. Meaning, we're going to have some fun with this. Especially since I plan on using Holy Arrows, which summon falling stars on impact. Is this insanity? Perhaps. Is it going to be fun? I hope so. Alright. For now, I wanted to see... Oh, I defeated the 150th pixie. Hooray! That's a lot of pixies dead. Oh, that is awesome. So, with each shot of a holy arrow, I shoot 3 arrows, and each time the arrow lands, 2 stars come down. Meaning I'm basically shooting 9 projectiles per shot with the Godly Daedalus Stormbow when I use the holy arrows. This is going to be fun to use. And I'm thinking, you know, actually, instead of that, I'm gonna create a backup weapon or backup ammo. It's gonna be kind of cheap, but it requires me to come say hi to Howard and to buy a lot of arrows. Alright, it's a lot of arrows, but now I can make an endless quiver. Now the key thing about the endless quiver, let me just dump these in here. Just infinite ammo. Meaning if I run out of my special ammo, like my Jester arrows or the Holy arrows or whatever arrows I'm choosing to use, I will have a backup that will never run out, but does significantly less damage than my special arrows. So it's kind of a useful thing, but at the same time it kind of sucks. The plus side is that if you're using a bow like the Shadow Flame bow, it just basically gives you infinite Shadow Flame. Which, for those of you that don't know, the Shadow Flame bow got penetration, and I think it's supposed to set enemies on fire with Shadow Flame, but these guys might be immune to it. So, right now, I have the capability of flying in a UFO at relatively decent speeds and summoning arrows from the sky. So, who's ready to take on the Solar Celestial event? I know I am. Whether I want to or not. Oh god, this is gonna be a mess.